Did you hear that?
What was that?
Did you just fart? That's gross.
Girl, no.
Callie, don't touch. She thinks it's a game.
It's a game. Beep. So, beep, bop.
Alright. Let's get into this, bro. I'm sweating.
Right.
It's too much.
The workout from nothing.
From nothing. Just mothering. Mothering is a workout in itself.
It is.
Who was yelling?
Right, your mom loud as hell.
Bro.
What?
No. Oh my god, I think she's talking about her show.
Oh my god.
She started watching Your Honor.
She's obsessed.
On Netflix, bro. Where you hear the one night where she was like, she got mad because she saw the one.
She's like, I can't see it. Turn it off.
She was so mad. I was like, Mom.
She's like, no, I know what happened.
But she was like genuinely upset.
No, I know.
She went to bed mad as hell.
That's how it be.
Right, I know.
Like, you're watching a show with somebody and they, like, continue without you. Like,
No, yeah.
the disrespect.
Bro, literally. And
The
then
betrayal.
Every time she goes to bed now without, like, finishing it, she tells me now, she's like, do not watch anything. Like, she tells him all the time. But I feel that.
That's
that
me.
Happy. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel that.
You feel that? We feel that.
I'm gonna
Callie. Shh.
Quiet. I'm gonna start over. Hi, friends.
Hi, guys.
Hi, guys.
Yeah.
Callie's here.
They're here.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You are here.
I'm Johnny.
And I'm Rach.
And this is a Young MILF podcast.
Yeah.
Let's do our clink now.
We might as
before
well
we
just
forget.
get it out the way.
Yep. Yay.
Mm-hmm.
If you got a drink, pull up.
Yeah.
Pull up. Right.
Right. Pull it up, pull it up.
I wish we had lime, though.
I
It's
know.
fine. Next time.
It's whatever.
Or next time we'll have, like, a little mug or something. We should get the buzz balls for next time. That's gonna be
We're
bad.
gonna be on here mumbling.
I'm out here shaking ass. If I'm being real.
Start shaking it. So,
And this is the Young MILF Podcast. Today, we're going to be doing a little Q&A.
yeah, we haven't done one of those yet.
Yeah. I
Okay.
feel like it's been a long time. We probably should have.
Yeah.
It's like a long overdue Q&A.
So we put something on our story. We got
Do you want to tell them? I thought we were going to act like we just got
act like
over-
they were just from the
No.
story.
I mean, we can be real.
No, if we're being honest, we put on our story. We got one question.
It's okay. We love you still. It's fine. We know that you support us. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah. So I wrote down some of my own questions because just to fill some space.
We got one question. And like that's it for the whole podcast.
Right, we have one question, that's it. So I guess we'll just go through the question.
Yeah. Are you lit? Because why is this so funny?
Right, the lightest of weights.
No, I know.
I'm not even halfway through.
This is bad. Is it because of mom?
I don't know.
Like, maybe that's why. I don't know. Honestly, I've always been a lightweight all my life.
Mhm.
Like, when I first started drinking, give me 2 shots, done for.
That's me now. Like, 2 of these, bro, I'm gonna be rolling around.
Weren't you low-key lit at the barbecue?
Yes, I had 3 beers. I was like, why am I feeling this?
Why am I feeling wavy right now?
I'm gonna handcuff you.
Right? You're
Imagine,
going
like,
to
in
jail.
Right. You need to leave.
Okay, so first question. This is from Zaylin. I went to high school with you. I literally remember. That's so funny. And your question was, how do you let your guard down around other moms and not feel like they're judging you? That's a really good question. Do you want to answer first?
I don't know if I'm the right person for this question.
You're like, I don't want to answer.
No, I just mean, like, I don't really care about being judged. I don't like being perceived. That's, like, one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but judgment, I don't really, like, I just don't take it personal. I don't know. I just feel as though, like, especially as a mom, like, we're all going through the same thing, like motherhood, but in different ways. So the idea of like someone judging my parenting, I just wouldn't take it personal because everyone has their own like preference on like parenting and what that looks like. And, you know, people probably like, why do you bring your kid to like photo shoots and stuff like that? But to me, like, it's exposing my child to like a different world. And like,
Right.
even me as a kid, like, I was always around like my family and like they played music and like they were in the church and stuff like that. So that literally shaped me. So I feel like what I do really isn't anyone else's concern, to be honest.
Yeah.
And I don't really judge other mothers either. Like, if I'm out and it's like 1 a.m. and I see somebody with their baby, I'm like, that baby probably can't sleep right now. And they're just like, want to be out and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I do think it is natural for like people to judge, but I just don't take it personal at all.
Yeah.
And I just understand that we're all maneuvering through this new thing in our lives. It doesn't even matter if you have like more than one kid. Like, every kid is new. So it's like, it just looks different.
Each time. Yeah. I actually completely agree with you. Like, I definitely have been one to succumb to judgment before in the past, but like, I feel like I've grown a lot, and especially from being a mother has made me feel like, you know, I don't really care about anybody else's opinions based on my mothering or how I parent my child or whatever I do with them, because it's my life and not yours. And I honestly wouldn't do the same to you unless you were abusive. Unless there were red flags, unless there were something extremely triggering that where I have, you know, the right to say something to you. But if I see that you're trying your best, you're doing a good job, I'm never going to be one to judge somebody. And I feel like people should feel the same with me. But of course, there are people who are out there who will judge you simply off of because they just don't like how you do things. And that could be anything. So I definitely agree with you on that one. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I think if you do feel judged, like, just try to keep in the back of your mind, like, it almost has nothing to do with you and almost everything to do with them.
Yeah. A lot of the time people just like to project.
Yeah.
So it could just be from jealousy. Mm-hmm. You know, it's like what you said, how you bring Romeo to your photo shoots a lot. People have something to say about that. Maybe it's because they want to be in the same position as you, and they're like, oh, like she gets to bring her kids to a photo shoot. Like, I low-key wish I could do that, but since I can't, and since I'm not, I'm gonna sit here and say something bad about them.
Yeah. No one's ever said shit to me, and they probably think it. I'm like,
yeah,
he's vibing, he's over there running around.
No,
like,
right, exactly.
It's not like an unsafe environment. Like, that's the thing. I wouldn't bring him to like a shoot where we're like in the middle of Philly and like the streets and
hell no.
That's just not the thing. But if we're in a studio where I go like literally every other day, like
Right. I agree. I feel like people are very quick to judge, but you really just have to stay true to yourself and to your kid and to your family and yourself as the mother. Like, as long as your baby is safe and sound and healthy and you are doing your fucking best, that's all that should matter, and nobody else's opinion should come into the picture.
Yeah. Especially, I just feel like as moms, like, once you do have a kid, like, the I don't give a fuck about what anyone has to say, like, mindset, just, like fucking comes in like a fucking...
just hit you like a truck.
Literally. Because, like, bitch, what the fuck you about to say to me?
No, truly. I feel like it ties back into that whole I don't give a fuck mindset.
Yeah.
Definitely. Because once you have built up that wall, nobody's opinions or judgments can really, like, get to you.
Yeah.
Because, again, like, you're trying your best and you know that your baby is safe and healthy, and, like, that's literally all that matters. Like,
yeah.
So I think that's the one thing. But as far as, like, I guess if you think about it in a way where it's like you might feel anxious around being around other moms because maybe you feel like you're not doing the best or you're not doing as much as they are doing, you know, in that kind of aspect, I feel like just know that probably every mother is feeling that way. Mm-hmm. Feeling like they could always do more. Feeling like they don't give their child enough. I know I do. I feel that way a lot. Like, it's very easy to judge yourself, like you said.
Yeah.
So as far as that goes, like, just always remember, I think every mother has those thoughts at some point in their life, for sure. So you're not alone in it at all.
Yeah. And I also think, like the idea of like your guard, I feel like that's a lot to do with like your mental, like how you're internally thinking about, oh, like this person's thinking about this, or they're saying this about me, and it's like it might not even necessarily be true. It's just like, again, judging yourself and understanding like you're doing the best that you can. And I also think like if you really want to break that barrier, talk about that shit with them.
Right.
Like, because the fact is, like, we are mothers. Like, we are all experiencing the same thing, again, like, in different ways, but, like, the struggle's still real. Like, so, like, breaking that barrier, talking about your struggle, like, having conversation about it to where, like, you're not so much in your head.
Yeah.
It's more like, okay, now we're more connecting on a level where it's like, I understand you, you understand me.
It becomes that judgment-free zone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's like something we do on this podcast too.
Literally,
like,
I was gonna say the
talk
same
about
thing.
this shit, so it's like, you know, you're not alone.
Right. I feel like that was a good coverage of that question.
Yeah.
Do you think so?
I think so.
Yeah. And I hope that helped in any way.
Ew.
Hopefully, you're saying ew, but you're the one licking your own foot. I should say ew. I had a question. What was your original plan for having kids?
Definitely not when I expected, of course, but my original plan, you know, I think it was like that whole, you can call it like a fairy tale kind of thing, like get married, get a house, have kids, like, you know, that kind of thing. But it, of course, didn't work out that way, and that's okay.
Yeah. I think for me, I was like 27. I had a plan to I'm like 27 years old. Like, I probably will find a man by then.
Yeah.
I don't really know how true that's going to be because I'm turning 26 in 2 weeks. So.
With a 4-year-old.
Right, with a 4-year-old. So shit. But yeah, I was like 27, like I'll probably find a man, start having kids by 30. By the time I'm 35, I'll be done having kids. You know, we see how that didn't work out. I'm lonely, and I'm lonely and I have a 4-year-old. So, and I'm like, that's the same thing too I wanted, was like the marriage and like the house.
What
and
everybody
like,
talks about.
Yeah. Didn't get the marriage, didn't get the house, skipped a bunch of steps, had the kid.
Yeah. But I think, honestly, in a lot of people's cases, it doesn't work out that way. Cali.
It's 11. I wish this would stop. Girl. I'm not doing that.
No, Bubba. TT's working.
You go hide out there.
We're kind of on an intermission.
Yeah. I got stuck now watching these satisfying videos.
Is that what you were doing? Okay, well, she's taking her whole shopping cart to my room. I'm not doing this. Wait. Nathi be stressed out now. It's so funny. No, now that Nathi's home because she graduated. So before that, she would be like at school and then like after that, right at work. So Callie didn't like spend as much time with her then as she does now. So now that she's home all the time, Callie's on her ass.
Yeah.
Every day. Every morning, goes straight to her door. Nathi! Just like, and then now she's like, I want to go to Nathi's room. And then like Nathi takes her in there. She's in there for like 2 hours. But I'm not mad at it because I get a little break in the day.
Right.
Okay, what were we saying? Oh, I think what I last said was that I don't think that always works out for everybody.
Yeah.
Definitely not.
Especially now.
Yeah, now is like a very different time.
Yeah, the fucking economy, bitch. Who has a house? Please.
I don't got a house, but I want to fuck, so. And that resulted in Cali, so.
Yeah.
Can't do nothing about it.
Yeah. I think the biggest thing I really wanted was, like, financial stability.
That part, yeah.
Like, I wanted to be well off, so, like, we can do whatever. I can give them everything, like, they want and more, and we could travel and do all these things. And not to say that can't happen later on.
Right.
But, like, I wanted it before the kid. And so, struggling with the kid is just, like, you know, I guess it's just part of my evolution.
It's part of your journey.
It's part of the journey. Yeah. So it's like, it's not exactly what I wanted, but I think, you know, him being there along the way, it's just like seeing that. And obviously now he's so young, he doesn't even fucking notice, but like just seeing that along the way and like being able to like be real about it and be like, hey, like sometimes like things just don't work out the way you plan for it to, and that's okay, because for some reason, somehow, some way, it'll be fine.
Right, because then it's like, I'm a very firm believer in that everything happens for a reason. At the same time, even though things didn't work out like how I had planned, it was meant to be.
Yeah.
That things worked out the way they did because of a reason that I will find out later on in life.
Yeah. And for me, I remember before I got pregnant, I literally would tell everyone, I'm like, I feel like I'm about to be pregnant within the next year. And I would tell everybody. And they're like, why?
And
like,
then you predicted mine too.
Yeah.
Like, you just have that
I have
special...
I don't know what it is, a sense.
Yes.
Like, it's just something in me. And I knew I wasn't in a good relationship at the time. I knew that shit was not going to work out. But something in me was like, this is meant to happen. And, like, I'm just a firm believer in that. Like, it might not be the way you want. Like, yeah. And that's just what it is. But it's, like, meant for something greater. And, like, initially, I mean, not even initially, like, essentially, it is to be the best version of you. And that's what I think the reason is for, like, everything that happens in your life. I think we mentioned this in the past podcast. Just, like, everything being for you. And sometimes shit happens that you don't want to. And it's like, it is what it is. But I remember finding out I was pregnant, and my initial thing was, like, I'm having this baby.
Yeah.
Even though I had a plan. Like, even though I had an idea of what I wanted my life to look like, it was just like, this is God. Like, that's really what it was for me. I was like, this is literally God for some reason. And it's been showing, honestly. Yeah. Like, in my life, in my parents' life, my sister, like, everyone around me, it's so nice to, like, see that, like, I brought this person into this world, and it's not in the circumstance that I wanted, but it's good for everyone, which is really weird.
Yeah, I actually feel the same way, which is crazy because, you know, after having Cali, or, you know, when I found out I was pregnant with her and then my family found out, my mom, from the day that she found out that I was pregnant, she always told me that it was going to be her gift. And, you know, so my mom lost both her parents, and she still, to this day, struggles a lot with it. And Callie was literally like her, just like her burst of light, like back into her life in a way. Yeah. And she like, it's like, she says she does everything like for Callie, like that's her baby too. Yeah. And like, it is. Yeah. And so when I always think back to like when I first found out that I was pregnant and how scared I was, and how, I'm going to be honest, at first I thought that I wasn't going to go through with it at all, until I really remember when I came out the bathroom with that pregnancy test. I looked at Keenan and he looked at the test, and he just looked at me and said, okay. That was like the sign that I was like, oh. Like, because I literally thought he was going to be like, we can't do it. Yeah. But him, just for some reason, till this day, I always ask him, like, why did you say okay that day? You know, because we had talked about it before in the past. We've been like, you know, if we ever do get pregnant, like, we're not going to go through with it because we were just not in the right position right now. We have plans for our future, whatever. For some reason, he said, okay. And we were like, okay. And then you know, Callie came into the world, and she's literally been a gift to my parents and to Keenan's parents and to all her uncles. And like, it's crazy because like, it's like our entire friend group like accepted our babies as their family.
No, they did.
I'm gonna cry.
If you cry, I'm gonna cry.
So yeah, like, even though it didn't work out in like how we originally planned, they came here for a reason, and they were just so accepted. Yeah. Like babies are literally a blessing. Yes. Like, they really are. They change your life, and they will also change everybody else's life around you.
Yeah. So, like, your plan, it's like, it was just an idea. And then, and it didn't happen, and that's perfectly fine.
Yeah. Oh, I got so emotional. Oh my God. Maybe it's the beer. I don't fucking know. It's like, why am I crying? We're only 2 questions in.
I know. Like,
and I'm just in tears already.
What's the most challenging thing about being a stay-at-home mom? And then I also wrote co-parenting, because I do both.
Yeah. Do you want to start with this one?
Most challenging thing about co-parenting, I think it is some of that mom guilt thing kicks in sometimes. Mm-hmm. Like, I'll be at home, like, by myself, and I'm like, I wonder what he's doing. Like, I'm literally always calling my baby dad. Like, what are you guys doing?
Yeah.
Like, I'm just nosy. Or I'll go over there because, like, I just want to see him. And, like, even though he's fucking annoying to sleep with at night, like, when I lay down, I'm like, nobody's here.
Where's my baby?
Right. This is kind of sad.
Yeah. But also props to you for having that relationship with your baby father.
Oh, my God. It's something I'm literally so grateful for.
Yeah.
Like, I talk about it all the time. Like, you know, even though things did not work out with my baby dad, like, I'm so fortunate enough where we can co-parent in a healthy way.
Right, and you both are extremely present in Mario's life,
Yeah, like, we both care a lot, and it shows all the time, every day. Like, when we're, like, even, like, yesterday, he sent me a video of him in, like, the bathtub, and he's like, I love mommy. Like, it's, like, little stuff. I'm literally, like, tearing up. I'm, like, watching it. I'm like, oh, this is so cute. Like, but I just think, like, a challenging thing is just not being able to be there for everything. And, like, I know that's not realistic. You can't be there for every single little fucking thing. Mm-hmm. And so, but I'm also just grateful for that time I have alone, to be honest. Just because I know how overwhelmed and how crazy things get. And I'm like, oh my God. Like, even when he's with me for the week that he is, I'm like, oh my God, what day is it?
Where's Sunday?
What's the time? Like, I just...
No, I feel that.
Literally, because I have him, like, every other week.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It's, like, it's bittersweet. Mm-hmm. Because, like, it's just, like, I'm missing out on stuff. But, you know, he's about to be going to school soon, and that's going to be a whole different thing because he's about to be with me throughout the week and then with his dad on the weekend and sometimes still with me on the weekend. So it's like... Then I feel bad for Q, who's my baby dad, by the way. Mm-hmm. Because I'm like, damn, you're about to be missing out on this shit. Like, he's about to come home with, like, homework and, like, projects. Little art stuff. And, you know, obviously I'm going to send it to him and stuff like that. Right. But just missing out on that, I do feel bad about that, too. And, you know, as he gets older and, like, has to go to high school and, you know, all those things that happen later on, like, one of us is missing out. Yeah. Like, a majority of this stuff. Like, obviously, still in contact, still having that healthy relationship, but someone is going to not be there as much, especially if, you know, someone moves away or whatever, and we're not that close to where we can just travel. Like, I think that is something that kind of stresses me out a little bit, because, like, I don't want to be away from him, but then I also don't want his dad to be away from that, because it's like, you still have both parents that love you very, very much and want to be very present, and I just, you know... I try not to think about it too much. I'm like, you know, again, everything's going to be fine. Everything's going to work out. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's like, I think something that's challenging is just like accepting the fact that, again, that life that I wanted, the husband, the house, you know, everything, that's just not my reality. Right. And it, honestly, I feel guilty about it sometimes. I used to cry, bro. Because I'm like, I wanted to give him like a better life so badly. I'm really about to get emotional right now because, like, I literally wanted it so bad for him, but... Yeah.
But if you think about it, this is the life that he knows and that he's grown to love. Yeah. Like, no matter if he has to be with mommy one week and daddy the next week, he's excited for both weeks. He knows he loves you both, you know? It's like, to him, he doesn't know the difference of that, and even if you guys did end up working out, you know what I mean? Yeah. He doesn't know. This is his happiness right now, because that is what you guys have taught him, and he is genuinely happy. Yeah. You know?
Yeah. So how about you? Stay-at-home mom life.
Full time.
Full time.
No breaks.
Right. Every day.
I'll be honest, like, I do get... Speaking of...
She said, nope.
She said, I see friends.
Oh my gosh. Are we friends?
Yeah, we are friends. We are the friends. So, my breaks are maybe every other weekend or third weekend of the month where like she'll go and stay the night at Keenan's mom's house. Or sometimes my parents might watch her for a night and we will go sleep over at his mom's house because I just need it. I'm basically a full-time stay-at-home mom and it can be very draining. Like it is so draining sometimes. I'm just so tired, especially with the sleep schedule that Callie's been on lately where she just like has been waking up in the middle of the night. And I kind of just feel like I haven't had a full night's sleep in about 2.5 years. But I really do try to push through it as best as I can. Like I try to keep her entertained throughout the day. Even though like a lot of the time I'm not able to get a lot of the stuff that I need to do for myself done. I just try my best. Like I just try. Like that's all I can do. But I am very grateful for the support system that I have, even though I am with her most of the time, like for when my parents are able to watch her or Keenan's mom can watch her, because if I didn't have those tiny breaks where I'm able to sit in the parking lot for 30 minutes at a coffee shop, or like Keenan's mom isn't able to take her for a night out of the month, like I'm just very grateful for those times because I need it. Like I need it for my mental health because like I said, it can be very draining. And I don't know, I feel like from an outside perspective, I think I always tend to somehow fall into like these thoughts of like, oh, I hope nobody thinks I'm just being lazy. I hope nobody thinks I'm like not doing enough for myself because I am just with her all day, most of the days. And then it's like, you know, I don't know. I think it is also bittersweet in that way because then I'm like, oh, like I'm grateful that I get to be with my baby and like get to experience her growth like firsthand and like all the new things she can do every day when she wakes up and like just be with her and spend time with her. But then I'm like, I don't know. I'm just tired.
Yeah.
I'm just very tired a lot. And then it's like I often like try to stay up when she goes to sleep so that I can get my stuff done. And then I just kind of end up staying up till like 3-4 o'clock in the morning sometimes. And I'm like, I should not have done that because then I'm pretty much only getting maybe like 5 to 6 hours of sleep on a good night. I don't know what else to say except I'm just tired.
Right.
That's really it. Like I like a lot of the time like I notice that like I get brain fog a lot now because of how much I haven't been sleeping right. And I've been like trying to like research on how maybe I can sleep train her in some way just to help myself out, or just how I can just switch up her routine in some way, because lately it's just been a lot and it really does take a toll on your mental health. Like it really does. And like I never like thought that like just the pure like lack of sleep could do that.
Yeah.
Which it can. Because Callie's been on this thing lately where she just wakes up in the middle of the night and she's just screaming for hours. So imagine like you like lay your head on the pillow and then she's just starts screaming and like you're like about to fall asleep, and then you just have to like, or I just have to just, you know, try to console her in the best that I can. And it just goes on for like a couple hours until she falls back asleep, and then she does it again. And then, and again. Like, it's never, like, she's still not sleeping through the night, even though she's 2.5. And, yeah, it's a lot. It can be a lot, and I often do feel like I'm not getting enough done. So it's kind of like a mind fuck for me. Like, I feel like I'm not doing enough with myself because of the fact that I'm just so busy with her. But then from the outside perspective, like, I guess I do in that way worry about people's judgment. I'm like, do they just think I'm like lazy?
Yeah. Mothering is a full-time job.
It really is, and I wish I could get paid for it.
It's not even a full-time job, because a full-time job, bitch, you get to go home. Mm-hmm. You get a break. You get to get a night's sleep. Mm-hmm. This is more than a full-time job. This is literally 24/7.
Yeah. 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 Yeah, it's just really taking on that full-time role of mother, caretaker, provider, and then, you know, just playing that it's like that back and forth of like, am I doing enough for her and for myself? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like a lot of stay-at-home moms can definitely relate to that feeling of like, I don't know, that like you're just not really doing as much as you think you could because of the fact that you have to be with your baby all the time. And yeah, it's hard. It's hard out here. Like, it's really hard. You know what happened actually? So it was this morning. Leek had randomly sent me a DM. I think he sent it to you too. He sent it to me too. It was like the what did it say? Like it just giving props to like parents out there or whatever. And this is after like last night was a really bad night with her. Mm-hmm. And I almost cried. So I was like, I literally replied to him. I was like, you have no fucking idea. He was like, I know, sis. That's why I give you props like all the time. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, the ones that know.
Mm-hmm. I feel like you're never going to understand till you're a parent.
Yeah.
Like, you're never going to understand how much of a struggle it can be, especially as a stay-at-home mom. And it can often feel lonely at times too. Like, even though you have that support system, even though you might be with your baby's father, still, like, it can be a little bit lonely at times, for sure.
Yeah, I don't know. From an outsider, like, I literally give you the most props ever because, like, obviously I do it every other week, so it's not even every day. Mm-hmm. But just, like, seeing how she is, like, she's so smart. Okay, what I was saying. Okay. Let me speak, girl.
Stop speaking.
Yeah, no, I just think you do a really good job. Like, she's so smart. Like, obviously, you know, she's still a toddler. Like, mm-hmm. she's gonna throw tantrums, and the sleep thing will eventually, you know, go away.
Yeah.
But, like, in terms of, like, who she is, like, she's so sweet and, like, smart and just a lot of fun, honestly.
No, right?
Like, she's so fun, especially now that she's, like, opening up to me and, like, mm-hmm. just being very comfortable. Like, it's very nice to see, and I don't know, she's just so lovable, so. Yeah.
You guys should see how she acts towards Johnny. It's actually so funny.
It's hilarious. And she used to literally just stare at me and not even go near me.
Daddy.
You just told him to walk away.
Go get him.
Go get Dada. Daddy. But if you are a full-time stay-at-home mom or a part-time stay-at-home mom, whatever the case is, just know you're doing the thing. And mm-hmm. it's hard out here. It's a struggle. But you're very much appreciated for what you do. And I need to tell myself that a lot, but you are.
Even if no one's, like, telling you, like, your child will tell you in ways that, like, don't really need much explaining. What do you miss most about life before kids?
This is going to be a long one. If I'm being honest. I miss the freedom. I miss just being able to leave the house in 5 minutes. Mm-hmm. Or, like... like, can you remember the days where we could just, like, grab our things and leave?
Yes.
Like, that's it. And now it's, like, a 30-minute, like, situation where it's, like, you know, grab your things and then the baby's things and then, oh, shit, the car seat's not in the car. I gotta do that. Oh, shit, I gotta get this. I forgot this. Like, get her bottle, get all her stuff together, put her in the car, and she's crying. It's hot outside.
I'm sweating.
It's just a mess.
I'm crying.
No, literally. Just a mess. But I miss being able to just get ready and grab my bag and just walk out the house.
Yeah.
That's like, it's just the little things that you often take for granted before you have kids.
Yes.
Like that.
The slightest things. Like, yeah. I got pregnant a couple months after turning 21. So I did not have that 21-year-old life.
That experience.
At all, because I had a big ass fucking belly.
Right.
So I missed out on, well, quote unquote missed out on that, which probably saved me because you know how many times I've been fucked up and like
Right. I feel like I had the 21-year-old experience about at like 17, so I wasn't even worried about like anything like that.
But I wanted to like go out and be hype about it.
Right. Oh my god, 21. Like I'm gonna go to the bar, here's my ID, like
Jesus, she just yelled in this shit. It was so loud. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I miss it, but like being carefree.
Yeah.
Like you're just existing in the world and like everything is just like this far off thought. You're like, I'll worry about it later.
Right.
Now it's like, oh my god, let me get my shit together.
Right, because I have a whole ass child.
Right. But yeah, like the freedom just to like
just to do
exist.
Whatever without a thought. Like
not a care in the world.
Yeah.
But like again, like the bittersweet thing of it is like it kind of forces you to like be more serious.
Mm-hmm.
You're not necessarily like serious and like you have no fun. Just
no,
means like more serious in the way like, okay, like
I gotta get my shit together.
I have to do this. Because not only for myself, like also for my kid, but I think a big thing is for yourself. Like being able to like take responsibility and like hold of your life and make decisions in a smarter way. Like that mindset change, even though it's like, damn, like I just want to like just be out here. Like when your friends are out or like you have plans and whatever like shit comes up, you're like, I want to go to that, I want to do that, and then it's like your kid gets sick and you're like guess we're not going, we're just watching the IG stories like sad.
Just
FOMO
I was there.
The FOMO.
Bro, literally, yeah. A big part for me was like I remember back when she was younger. I think you probably remember me talking to you about this, having so much mom guilt and so much anxiety when I would not be with her that like I would miss out on a lot of things. Like I remember that I actually like when all of you guys would hang out at Rel's house a lot, I didn't go to Rel's house until maybe like a year and a half after they were like in there. And because I was home with her, because it was mom guilt, because I thought like when I would leave her like that like I don't know, that I was being a bad mom. But then it was the anxiety too, where I thought it was like postpartum anxiety, so I thought like whenever I would leave her, something bad would happen. So that literally just kept me in like a shell for a very long time, and I would always think back to when I like before I was pregnant, where I was like, damn, like I just want to go somewhere and I just want to be out with my friends. I just want to go have fun. And don't get me wrong, there was times that I did. Like I remember it was my first trip. We went to Puerto Rico. I was gone for like a week. Oh my god, it was so hard for me. Like I was trying my best to have as much fun as I could, but I was in the room bawling my eyes out because I was like praying to God that nothing bad happened to her, or that she would still like remember who I was when I got back. It sounds crazy, but that's literally the thoughts I was having. And yeah, that's just what it was for me. So I was like, damn, like, you know, before this, it was just like, just get up and go. Not have any care in the world. Totally carefree. And another thing is just, I miss my body. I miss my body so bad, bro. I really do. Like, don't get me wrong, I've come to a point now where I'm like finally like happy again. But it's taken me damn near 3 years to get there. Yeah. And it's really hard. We've talked about it so much. Yeah. I feel like we brought this up so much about, you know, seeing a stranger when you look into the mirror, like after having a baby, and like how it's such a new thing. Like your body just changes so much, and I get stuck in this like in these phases of just like going through my camera roll, looking at old pictures, and it's just it's so bad. Like I should not be doing that, but I always catch myself doing it.
I think probably every mom can relate to that shit. And it doesn't help when like you notice it, but when someone else says something, like my best friend, she had a baby. And her brother's just an asshole, bro. He just likes to be an asshole. That's, like, his thing. And he's like, bro, you should go to the gym.
That would make me break down.
Bro. Yeah, no, I don't... Bro,
That's
he's
crazy.
an asshole. I'm like, why the fuck are you saying that shit? And it's not like, and I'm sure to her, she's like, obviously my body's changing. She's probably already judging herself for it. So for someone close to her to be like, you should go to the gym.
Bro.
Fuck off.
Literally.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like, again, your body needs 2 years to fully recover.
Mm-hmm.
So, and like, as you adjust to being a new mom, like, the gym, working out, like, doing shit like that, where's the time for that?
Literally.
Bitch, if I have free time, I'm sleeping. Literally, like, I'm going to bed.
Yep.
So it's like, I don't know. It's so hard to accept your new body because, like, obviously, like, the stretch marks, your boobs change, like, you gain weight, you might lose weight, like, you lose hair, like, whatever it is, like, that's just
what comes with it.
That's just what it is. And it's hard to accept that. Like, I'm friends with this girl, and she just became a mom, and she was putting on her story, like, I don't understand how moms, like, snap back so quickly. And it's like, sometimes it really just depends on genetics.
Yes.
Like, that's the majority of it. Yeah, I don't know. It depends on, like, shit like breastfeeding or your activity level. Like, it's just, like, a lot of things that we're just, like, we're just looking at the physical part of it. It's like, do you know everything else that you're fucking doing?
Right.
Do you understand that, like, eating a healthy meal sometimes, because that might take a while to make, is too much sometimes, and you're just gonna go with the easiest thing with probably chicken nuggets in the air fryer? Like,
literally, when I tell you that first maybe 2 to 3 months after having Cali, I survived off of those chewy granola bars. I had a box on that nightstand. Literally, because I would be in the bed for hours, and I would just eat a bunch of them, and I gained so much weight. Like, that's what I did. I don't know.
Like, at least you're eating.
No, literally, I was like, if I'm gonna eat, I'm gonna eat these.
Yeah. So it's like, yeah, and then, your body changes after you have a kid too, so, like, losing weight.
Hormones.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like, all that stuff gets a little, like, harder.
It's almost like you have to start from scratch in a way, like, after you have a baby, for sure. Like, you just gotta rebuild yourself.
Yeah.
In whatever way that you want to, gain weight, lose weight, whatever, keep the same weight, whatever you want to do. Like, it's just all about the healing process, and you have to understand that you literally are healing. You have a dinner plate size wound in your body. Everything has to go back into place. There's definitely a lot of things you're gonna miss after you have a baby.
Yeah. Like, your life completely changes.
As a whole 360.
Everything about it. Like, nothing's the same. You're not the same. Your environment's not the same. Like, your future completely changes. And it's like,
that's just
you just don't know what to do, but you just do it. Like, I don't know.
You just do it. That's the thing. A lot of the things that, of course, a lot of it is like instinct after becoming a mother, but that's just nature. But when it comes to everything else in your life, it's like you are the one who's in control.
Like, the acceptance part is so hard.
Yeah.
Just embracing it and accepting, that shit is so difficult. And it might take you a while. And, like, it's just, it is what it is. And it's like, there's no other way to say it, and there's no other way to even help. It's just, like, trusting in yourself that, like, I'm gonna get through this.
Right. Things will get better.
I'm eventually, like, this is your new normal. And I think once you, like, let go of what your old normal used to be, you won't even know the difference. Like, sometimes I think about, like, what would my life be like if I didn't have a kid?
Oh yeah, I think that all the time.
And I literally don't know.
Me neither.
I don't have a clue. Because
I'm like, what would I even be doing right now?
Yeah, because I think we talked about it before, like, how they're only a few years old, but it feels like it's been forever. It's been like, it feels like it's been this way all the time.
Yeah, literally. Like, trying to think back to the time, like, before them, it's, like, almost a little bit hard to understand that was even a time, because of the fact that, like, this has become our norm now.
Yeah.
Like, it's just what it is.
I would just end with a good one. Okay. What do you love about your kids and being a mother?
Ooh. I feel like I'm going to cry in this question at some point, too. I just feel it coming. Hey! Get out of there. You're
going to knock something over, girl.
So, I as much as it can be a struggle with Callie and how crazy she is and how she doesn't like to sleep and all that, I think because of just how bubbly she is and crazy and energetic, I just am always catching myself trying to picture her like as an older person, like as a grown-up or even just like as a teenager. I'm always thinking like, I feel like she's gonna carry some of these traits into, you know, her teenage years or her adult years. Like I feel like she's just gonna be a very fun girl and a fun woman, like just like with no care in the world and like doesn't care about what anybody thinks of her. And the thing is too, like she does have like her shy times. Like it just depends on the person. Like she's very like, I feel like she can be in touch with like certain feelings and people. Yes, baby. Because you can just tell, I mean, like same with you, like she loves you and that's for a reason because you're a great person. And same with like Nathi and like she's finally like warmed up to Leak and KG, but like I don't know what it is, but she can just be like very like it's like your intuition, I guess. I feel like she might carry that through her life in a way, even though it's very early for her. I don't know. I feel like she's gonna have a good intuition and just be a very bubbly, fun person. I don't know. When I always think of like the things I like about her, I always just picture her as a grown-up for some reason. Because I'm always like, you know, she's like this now, but, you know, she won't always be this little.
Right.
And I don't know, I think she definitely keeps me on my feet all the time. And I think sometimes I need that. And yeah. You want to go sleep? Okay. I don't know. I love being her mommy at the end of the day. And I feel like she was meant to be in my life. And yeah, I'm grateful for her.
Yeah. I think I literally tweeted the other day and I was so emotional and I was just thinking about, I was like, I really feel like my son is my soulmate. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like, you know, before earlier in life, like I used to want a man so bad and I used to want to feel loved and be loved, and I saw this thing like when God like sends you a son, like he's giving you the love that you deserve. And I feel that. Like, I feel that every single day. And even, like, the smallest things. Like, I call him Baby Butt.
Yeah.
And we'll be in, like, every time he wakes up in the morning, he's like, Mommy, can you call me Baby Butt?
Oh,
that's, like,
really?
the littlest thing. And I'm like, you like, take notice of the fact that I'm the one that calls you that. No one else does. It's just me.
Yeah.
And it's, like, the littlest things. I love his creativity. Like, him as a person, like, his imagination just goes wild. And, you know, you go along with it. And, like, having a kid, it really keeps, like, that child alive in you.
It really does, yeah.
Oh.
We're cute. We're cute.
What? Really cute?
We're cute, does.
And you're cute? Is that what you're saying? Yeah, you guys are cute. I love that we have these things in our life, these little people. These things.
these little things that just appeared. Yeah. But, yeah, like, I don't know, it just reminds me of, I remember the first Christmas after I had Callie, I was so excited.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh my God, like I feel like a kid again.
Yeah.
And especially like, what was it, last Christmas when like she understood what toys were. And then I'm actually getting really excited for this year because she's older. I feel like the older they get, the more you can get so creative.
Yeah.
And like just be with their imagination and be a part of that and be a part of their childhood, because you really are a part of that imagination of theirs because you're the one who has to make it real for them.
Yeah.
And I think it's so fun. Like, because I remember back when, like, my parents would be doing that for me, like, around Christmas time or like, the Easter Bunny or, like, the Tooth Fairy, like, just little stuff like that I would get so excited about. So the fact that I get to now do that with my child, it makes me really excited, and it just makes me have a lot of nostalgia to when I was a little girl. And I love the feeling of nostalgia. I don't know about you. Yeah. I just love, like, I don't know if you ever come across, like, I'll be scrolling on TikTok and there'll be like these pages that post like slideshow or like videos of like stuff from like the early 2000s. It'd be like toys or like
shows
or like even like pictures of like old malls or like stores.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'll be scrolling through, and even like classrooms or like Christmas time, I would just start crying because I'm like, this just makes me feel so good inside.
Yeah.
But I also miss it. But now it's like, now I can do that with my baby and get that feeling all over again.
Yeah.
And that's something that I really love now about being a mother and having a baby, because I'm like, I don't know, it's something about it heals my inner child.
Yeah.
You know?
For sure.
Yeah.
And like, it brings like magic back into your life.
No,
like,
exactly. It really
that
does.
thing that as children, like, you know, the imagination and like the excitement for every little thing, like, you now get to like almost relive that.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, as you go through life and get older, like real life shit can tend to like break you down and get rid of that like sparkle, that light in your life. Yeah. So when you have a kid, it almost like forces you to hold on to it, and it just makes everything just a lot more magical. I think that's kind of where I'm getting to.
Yeah, no, for sure, because like our childhood can be so magical in some ways like that, but honestly it's all due to our parents who made it that way.
Yeah.
So yeah, the fact that now we get to play that role in our children's lives, it's very important and it's very special. And I think it's just something that is, and it's very cherished. Like, it needs to be cherished.
Yeah.
For sure, because then it's like, you know, one day, way down in the future, they're going to be parents one day. And the cycle is just going to repeat itself over and over and over again. And that's what it has been for generations.
Yeah. I think it's so cool that we get to like build what essentially will be their nostalgia.
Yes.
Like the things they look back on, like, oh my God, did you remember that? Like, like just like such a weird time. Like, obviously they're just so different because they're growing up in like social media world and all that shit. But like the stuff outside of that, like we're the ones providing that and building that future thing that, you know, they look forward to, and they're like, damn, remember like this time, like that was such a time, like literally. You know, we talk about like Y2K and stuff like that because that was a time. That was a time to be alive. I wish I was old enough to just be out there going crazy.
Me too.
But
so bad.
We were kids, but it's such a just great feeling to just like experience that or just see stuff like that. So I'm really excited to like see how it plays out. You know? We never did this before. So
no, literally. We're new here.
Right. I just got here. Our third day out here.
No, I'm about to say.
We had more questions, but I think that we're just going to cut it there because Cali definitely wants to go to sleep.
Yeah, and if we answered all of them in one sitting, we'd be here for hours. Thank you guys for listening.
Yes, we love y'all so much.
So much.
I love doing this.
Even though you guys give us one question.
Right. What's up? What was that about?
But we hope you enjoyed this episode.
Yes. Be sure to follow our Instagram, TikTok, at a Young MILF Podcast. I don't know why the fuck we're shadow banned right now on TikTok.
Like, because if you try to search us and we don't come up, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. Weird.
Yeah, because I know I got the same thing that you said. It was like one video popped up.
Yeah.
And not even the profile. Like, you have to click the video to find the profile.
Yeah.
And if, like, I was trying to tag us in my own video earlier, it wouldn't let me tag the page. And I'm like, what the fuck is that about?
Weird.
So
They're
weird.
Hating on us.
Haters.
They hate the young MILFs. We love them.
We are them.
We are them. They hate us because they ain't us. The fuck?
Can I say right?
Period.
Hey.
Yes.
Shout out to Nati.
But yeah, also follow us on our individual pages at Janni Netties
and Rachel Anastacia.
Yes.
And you can listen to our podcast, of course, on all podcast platforms, wherever you want to listen.
Yes.
And follow us on YouTube. Subscribe.
Yes.
We just posted like a full on video of our entire podcast. So maybe we can start doing that every couple episodes so you guys can really see what goes on while we're recording.
All this.
And then, next time we record, hopefully we might have a special guest again.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. We're planning. It's in the works. Because so far we've only had Keenan on here.
Yeah.
But that was really funny.
Yeah, that was.
Really funny.
We will talk to y'all soon.
Mm-hmm.
Love y'all.
Love you guys. Mwah. Say goodbye-bye. Say bye, camera.
Bye, Grandma.
Say see you later.
See you later.
Say love you.
Love you.
Oh.
That's sweet.
I love you.
Oh, I love you too.
That's so cute. I'm gonna go again. I'm gonna start crying.
Callie's chewing on her blanket. She had the pillow in her mouth earlier. Y'all, I don't know if y'all saw
She
that.
was licking her toes. Like, I don't know what's going on.
Bye.
Bye. Jesus Christ. We did it!
Again.
Somehow. Some way.
Count.